Hey there, Stampin' friends. Welcome to Movie Monday with Jody Brechbill, Stampin' Queen. We are going to create a lantern card today, playing with a little bit of Halloween-y stuff. So I'm super excited to share this with you. It's coming right out of my head, so I don't have a finished project to share. So let's go ahead and get started. But we are going to work with the dies from the Celebration Tidings stamp set. This item is in our August through December mini catalog, and I'm not going to do the Halloween-y part with it. I'm just going to use those celebration or those set of dies, and they are huge. Look how big they are. So very cool. And then of course the Halloween I chose is the Magic in This Night bundle, and we are going to work with this. I used the die cuts for the bats and some of the stamps. So the cool thing, I did this ahead of time, was this is a piece of the designer series paper that comes in the Magic in This Night pack. This is another piece that we're going to work with. This reminds me of, is it The Nightmare Before Christmas? Jack Skellington, his suit with all the fun, like pinstripes, but they're kind of odd. And then it's got some gorgeous designs on the other side too. This is just a beautiful pack of paper. It's what we were calling like the elegant Halloween. It's almost very like Addams Family. It's this elegant Halloween pattern. But anyway, I wanted to show that, oh my goodness, did I lose my bats already? Come on. No, I see them. But the dies that are in the bundle coordinate with this designer series paper, which means you can use the dies to cut these bats out, which is really cool. So I did want to show you that. I did it ahead of time, but I wanted to showcase that. So what I'm going to do is I've got a piece of basic black as my card base. I pulled in my die that I'm going to use, and we're going to get out Big Boss here. He is our new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I don't normally do this on camera, but I did want to show how I am about to create the window for my lantern card. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Stampin' Seal, and I'm just going to put a little dollop. Let's just do a little bit in the center to hold this down. So what I want to do is put that designer series paper on my card base. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and I just want a little bit of adhesive to hold it down while we die cut. So I have to do my die. Am I on camera? Oh, I've got some sun coming in. Let me see if I can scoot a little bit this way so you'll see a little bit better. So I've got Big Boss right here. I have got plate number 1, which is our base plate. Because I'm using the really thin dies, I need plate number 2. And this tells you on here, which is great, using with thin dies, you need to have plate number 2. Then I have got plate number 3 as my cutting pad. Lay this down here, and I'm wondering if I want my magnet. I think I do. All right, since I don't want that to move, I'm going to swap out my number 3 plate, and I'm going to put down my new magnetic pad. This is a total magnet. This is called number 5, and right here you can see the number 5. I've been working with it, and this is the new magnet, so it just lays on top there. I'm going to go ahead and lay this down so that my magnet will hold on there. Then I just need a number 3 plate on top. So I am actually cutting right on that magnet plate. I'm going to rock the camera a little bit, I think. But that way it won't move on me. Then I'm just going to close up my Big Boss. Scoot you out of the way. And now I have got this panel. You can totally take and do something else with. It just has a little bit of sticker, but I needed my window to go through both pieces. So this is actually a case from my friend Betsy Kreider. She made this at an event we were at, and I was like, that is so cool. And then one of the girls on my team, Alexis Gearhart, created, and she used these dies, and so it's kind of a little bit of a collaboration between those two ladies. So thank you for being so creative, girls. Now the next thing I did was take a piece of vellum, and I ran that through the embossing folder with our spider web dies, and I'm going to attach them. What I do with my adhesive, here we are. I'm going to attach that to the inside of my card, so I want my spider webs to show through that window there. I'm going to do a little crease with my bone folder because when I ran that through the Big Shot, it's not creased as well as it should be. All right, so this is the front of my card. I want my spider webs sticking through. So actually, you know what? I'm going to put them here. So that way the inside is going to be nice and clean. Let's do that instead. So I think what I want to do is just do some adhesive all around my edges here. You rolled back again, you little booger. All right, so here we go. That way, I do like that the inside would be a nice clean panel. So we'll put this down here. And like I said, this is the first time I've ever made it. I have not practiced at all. Now I'm kind of hoping that I didn't screw myself by putting adhesive. Nope, no adhesive showing through. Perfect. Beautiful. Actually, I did catch a little bit of an edge. So be very careful when you're putting your adhesive on. That vellum is 5 by 3 3/4. So just be careful that you don't get any of your adhesive in here. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is just attach my designer series paper back on top. And I'll have to decide, because we kind of have to view through here to line it up. So let me see here, the bigger's at the top. Oh, I think I'll lay that flat, that would be so much easier. Try it that way. All right. So I'm just kind of seeing through. There we go. All right, so the next thing I did, I do have a panel of Whisper White here to go on the inside. That helps your little lantern show a little bit better as well. We can stamp that a little bit later. So I'm going to put that on the inside. Actually, I'll go ahead and stamp now. So I'm going to do something I very, 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 very rarely do. I am using a retired product. So I normally always use everything that is current from Stampin' Up! Because if I can't sell it, I'm not going to use it, right, as a demonstrator. But I miss the archival black ink pad. We still do have it. It happens to come in paper pumpkin kits. So I do have the little Stampin' spots. I could use them, but I kept my big pad because I love Memento black, but sometimes it is not that rich, deep black that I want from what we were getting with our archival inks. So I do use it periodically. It does take a little bit of drying time, especially when it's on our Whisper White, because it had a little bit of a smear tendency. So while I have it out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my Happy Halloween. But I love that it is just a nice, rich black. And sometimes that's what you want. The Memento is perfect. I use that as well. I like it with my photopolymers because this one does stain. And so you have to do a little bit of a scrub. So I'm going to let that take a second to dry. And actually there's something that I'm missing. So let me grab that. I want to do a notch on that as well. So now we can work with the front of our card. And I did, out of our glimmer paper, I went ahead and cut, that's part of the dies that come with the Halloween set, and I made it a sticker. So I used our adhesive sheet and I just ran it through so that now this is a sticker. I don't have to worry about trying to glue it, all those little nooks and crannies. I don't have to worry about gluing them on. So now that is one big sticker. I'm just going to kind of put this down towards the bottom. Because my Halloween is going to go, my Happy Halloween sentiment is going to go over top of that. So I'm going to pull in my little baby trimmer. And I'm just going to slice. I'm going to say it's probably about three quarters maybe is what this is. Sometimes I stamp and cut first. So now I'm thinking, which edge do I want to notch? I'm going to cut that one there. And then I'm going to do a little banner at my Happy Halloween. There we go. And I'm using the tailored tag punch. I use that one. If you have the banner punch, use that one. Sometimes it's just a matter of using what you got. So let's pull in some dimensionals, some pop dots, and I've got my black ones here, which is fantastic. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on my Happy Halloween. Pull this back in, and that's just going to go right here, just kind of over top of that glimmer paper. Then there are my little bats that I cut out, so we'll put a pop dot on him or her. It's a big bat and a baby bat. Stick that there, and then I'm gonna trim, I need a little smidgen of, so let's just cut that one there so I can put that on the back of baby bat. And I think baby bat's going to hang out over here. Then I like to curl their wings up so that they look like they're flying. Now that all goes out the window as soon as you put that in a, put it in an envelope to mail it to someone. I'm going to use our very cool iridescent pearls. I don't have my picker tool out, so I'm just going to put a little pearls here. So I'll just use my scissors because that's what I've got. Okay, so now this, I'm kind of sad that I'm making this in the daytime because it's a lantern card. And so what we're going to do is pull in a little tea light, and I went ahead and covered this with some of the little spider designer series paper. And so when you turn your little tea light on, you would put it behind your card. Yeah, it's not going to have the same effect. Daggone, but there you go. I don't know if you can see. Oh, I went off camera a little bit. So in the dark, when you have this sitting on your desk, you're going to see the little spooky glow. I'm still going off camera. My arms are too long. Can you see the little tea light there glowing through? There you go. Whoops. Uh-oh. Did I just break my tea light? Aw, nuts. Oh, well, I'll have to get another tea light. But that's... Did it come on? No. You saw a little bit of it, that you would have the tea light shining through as a little lantern. Now, you could also do it where you would maybe have a fold and you could have it sit up and put the tea light, but it worked just fine that you could sit this on your desk, just like that, and have that little tea light glowing behind there. So I'm so sorry you're seeing it during the day. It's really cool in the evening. So go ahead and make one and then put it on your desk this evening and you will see how cool it is. So very, very cool little lantern card using magic in this night. So thanks so much for joining me, you guys. Have a wonderful week. Oh, let me go back and tell you that one of the reasons that I was making Halloween is because I'm kicking off Halloween week on my Facebook page. So make sure you guys join me on my Facebook page. It is Jody Brechbill, Stampin' Queen. Every single day, I'm going to go live this week, September 21st through the 25th, 10 a.m. I'm going to do a live video and I'm going to show you a Halloween project I've been creating every day. So you want to make sure you hop on. If you can't catch me live, it's cool. You can always go back and catch the replay, but there will be prizes involved and there's daily prizes for everyone that came to visit because I'm going to give away the project. So isn't that cool? So join me, Jody Brechbill, Stampin' Queen Facebook page every day this week for a little Halloween fun. So let me show you. Here's a little sneak peek. Let's see. A little bit of a sneak peek for what's coming, huh? Let's do that. All right, here's a little sneak peek of one of the cards that we will be creating during Halloween week. So I hope that you guys will come back and join me. Have a great week, guys. Hope to see you on my Facebook page.